Today we're going to talk about something that's so important to married couples. We don't want you to get involved in a divorce because it's so devastating. And so sometimes we have to talk about negative things that affect us so that we won't have to experience the detrimental and the difficult devastation that divorced people go through. And I am not in any way trying to put down divorced people. As a matter of fact, I believe in mercy and love. God is a God of mercy and love. But there are four things that we have to watch out for. And Dr. John Gottman of the University of Washington calls them the four horsemen of divorce. He also calls them the four horsemen of the apocalypse of divorce. Now that there are four things that can almost guarantee you're heading for a divorce. 70% chance of having a divorce. The first one is called criticism. Of course, everyone knows what the term criticism, but I'll define it. I'll read it here so that you can get a better understanding of it. Losing the positive mental attitude toward your spouse and developing a critical spirit. In marriage, we should always try to focus on the positive. So often we get into our carnal nature and we criticize the cooking, the coffee, the eggs weren't made right, the cereal was too cold, and we focus on, instead of seeing what our spouse is doing for us, we become critical. And a critical spirit kills the other individual. So I say to you, avoid criticism. Try giving thanks and praise for what they do. The second one is defensiveness. All of us are somewhat defensive. All of us want to protect ourselves in a sense. But in marriage, this can be one of the horses that can really run you over and stampede your marriage and cause divorce. Defensive is not allowing your spouse the right to complain. It means all of us are imperfect and we need the input and perspective of our spouses. When we won't allow our spouses the opportunity to complain, it bottles up anger in the relationship, and it also implies that our spouses are the cause of the problem. So that's the second horse you better watch out for. If he stampedes in your marriage, you're heading the wrong way. The third horse you have to watch out for is contempt. Contempt is long-term anger that hasn't been dealt with properly, causing bitterness, lost passion, and contempt for others. When we haven't forgiven our spouse for something we've done, contempt is inevitable. Contempt is often expressed through name-calling, cursing, verbal abuse, and rejection. And the last horse I want to mention is stonewalling. Stonewalling is refusing to participate in civil discussion of an issue or issues that can be resolved. So I really want to warn you about these four horses. They're very real. We need to learn problem-solving skills. We need to learn how to define our problems and activate mechanisms in your marriage that will help you resolve a problem instead of bottling it up and bursting out with anger and exploding. Sometimes you got to go off and cool off. On another occasion, we're going to be talking about crisis resolution or problem resolution. So until the next time, I want you to think about these four horses. I don't want them stampeding your marriage. May God bless you and keep you. Check our next video out, would you? It's good. It's about marriage.